What is up, everybody? Badass here, and we are straight hot off the presses for the Super Bowl. I don't even know how to fucking say it. So we just won 52-28. Was a pretty frustrating game, to be quite frank. And I'm sure looking back on it, there's probably things that I did wrong that, I thought it was the game or something, but there was something off or whatever. It is what it is. So I got a little old school kind of hip hop jazzy ton of music in the background. Last time I had something for the metal heads. This time I got something for the hip hop heads. So we're gonna move on with the off season. Our biggest decision is what's going to go on with Knox. The screen is zoomed in. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let's get this screen zoomed properly here. Yeah, whenever I tab out, for some reason it zooms in. There we go. So you probably don't see it on your end, but I see it on my end. So anyway, hopefully the music is not too loud. This music sounds more jazzy than hip hop to me, but anyway, that was the description of it. We're gonna leave it like it is. We're just gonna chill. So maybe roll a fat one up, spark it, and let's fucking chill and build our future. So anyway, we're gonna move on to extend our contract. I believe we won now 11 Super Bowls in a row, which is pretty freaking awesome. So let's again go over quickly the yearly stats. Just kind of see what the years that we had Darian Knox. I would say overall it had a very good year. Our offense changed a bit. It was a bit more, more risk-reward offense. Less dinking and dunking, less throwing. I mean, we don't throw to our running back hardly at all anymore, and that may be something that we start doing again because Priester is so good at it, catching the ball or whatever, and that's something that we should probably be utilizing more to get this completion percentage up. Maybe just using our weapons more situationally. So rushing. Priester, 1,500 yards. Felton, we kind of went through this, but if you haven't seen it, this was the season. We traded for Felton a couple seasons ago, to give Priester a break. Priester was carrying the ball 300 times a season. He was catching the ball 50 times as well. He was getting worn out, and I think it's really helped him. He has not gone down at all, and he is going to be 30 years old. Usually, running backs or players in this game, they start going down. Example, Hobart, my tight end, he turned 31, started going down. So we're going to hold on to him as long as we can, try to get him to have as long of a career with us as possible. But like I said before, I think I mentioned in one of the videos, we do have a running back that we're looking at in the first round that's probably going to be taking his place if he drops to us. So Mackey had 1,500 yards. Clemens had about 1,500, both of them. Clemens was a bit more of a receptions goblin. They both had 20+ touchdowns, which is fantastic. Judge had another great season. We're probably going to implement him even more next year. He is just a super threat, and he's very dangerous. So we're going to try to get him 1,000 yards. We got Hobart 1,000 yards multiple times, so we can definitely do it with Judge as well. Jackson played great. Watkins, really love Watkins. He's just a number 4. He's just not on the field as much as Jackson is. And even, Middleton, it's weird with him because he's not on the field much. I think last year he had a lot more yards, but he's a really good receiver. I mean, 6'3", 225 pounds, and he's just a really good possession receiver. He's just kind of a bigger version of Watkins is really what he is. And if something ever happens to Jackson or we lose somebody, I don't see why Milton can't step in and have a bigger role. Kind of like Nick Kelly. Remember Nick Kelly? He was our 4th receiver for years. Starts one year, and now he's a star in the league, and he's playing for someone else. But I don't know if he could be a Nick Kelly, but he could definitely contribute. Anyway, I am rambling. So these are our overall tackles. Ridgway, Agnew, Firth, Paxton all had over 100 tackles. Paxton, that's ridiculous. He played situationally, even though he's in our base defense. He's not like a full-time starter. Sacks, Cabrera, 23.5. He's going to continue to go up. He's probably going to get 25, 26 sacks next year. he's fantastic. McQueen, Elliott just came in. He was our leading sacker from the time he came into the game. The game that where Cabrera got hurt, up until now, he led our team in sacks from then on. So he brought us that speed rushing element that we really needed, that we don't need in the draft anymore. So, yeah, that was fantastic. So we really don't have to draft a right edge unless, someone who drops to us that we can't not pick. So, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and get out of this and move on. Let's advance the week. So if you hear me turn the mic on and off, I'm still congested and I apologize. I've been dealing with this, so I just don't want you guys hearing me, clear my throat and stuff like that. But anyway, so I apologize for that. I'm gonna try to do that at least amount as possible. Let's go ahead and do the 2037 season recap. So 11-time Super Bowl champion. We have never lost the fucking Super Bowl. I simulated my first season, and ever since then, I have won the Super Bowl every single time we have the Carolina Panthers. So we are an absolute dynasty without a doubt. Super Bowl MVP is Braxton McQueen. Interesting. I thought that he should have been our MVP as well. I thought Knox would get it, but I'm glad he got it. He deserved it. So NFL MVP was Darian Knox. Again, Heisenberg every year. Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year. McKee deserved it. Remember, McKee missed the first 3 games too, and he led the league in receiving yards. If he would have played those first 3 games, he could have very possibly had 2,000 yards receiving or close to it. Defensive Player of the Year, Jaquin Cabrera. He is an absolutely dominating force, not only in pass rushing, but in just line control, intimidation factor. You just don't run by the motherfucker. And then also just he controls the edges. The only thing with him is sometimes he just has a tendency to not go where the play is. That's it. So, we're going to continue to use him as we've been using him. We're going to try to change him in different places around the field. And also the same thing with Kendrick as well. Kendrick is no joke. Let's not sleep on Kendrick. Kendrick is fantastic. But Cabrera is just a special player. He's one of the most dominating players I think I've ever had on my team. Just if you just sit back and you watch the game and you just watch him, you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, he'll go over the left tackle, just knock him down. Won't make the play or anything. He'll knock him down. He'll go on the other side, knock the right tackle down. He'll knock the guard down. He's just a dominating player, and I know when I drafted him, I knew what I was getting, and I really, really wanted him, and I'm so lucky we drafted him. He's been very fun to use, and like I said, Elliott coming in along with McQueen, when those three are on the same line and Fulcher is there, Fulcher's going to gobble up 2 linemen, and one of those 3 guys are going to win their one-on-one. So as a quarterback, they're absolute nightmares. If you don't get that ball off, you're probably getting it 3 ways. You know what I'm saying? So love the fact that he's Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to have some competition with Elliott next year. I'm telling you, Elliott's going to come out and really, Elliott is dominating. And the reason why Elliott's dominating is he's a speed rusher with power rusher capabilities. Now, Jaquin Cabrera is a power rusher with speed rushing capabilities, a little bit opposite, but they really, really complement each other. And then you put Kendricks in and you move Cabrera around. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, really, really happy about that. As you can see, we started. So the 2025 was the first. I think we took them over. We simulated the season. Probably simulated this season actually, the 26th season, and then we came in. Since then, since the first season I played, we've won the Super Bowl every year, every single year. So second time we beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl. Yeah, very similar score to last year, actually. So, yeah, we're going to keep the ball rolling. I was really considering starting a new team, but I'm not going to do it. We're going balls deep with this team until the next Madden, and then I'll probably start another the Panthers franchise. But anyway, let's continue on. Let's upgrade some of our players. I'm sure we'll have a lot of points. I don't want to mess with these guys. I don't care about them. Clemens, we'll give him. Let's see. Let's get him one more playmaker. I mean, just look at his stats. He can do absolutely everything, this guy. Edison. We're going to work on his zone a little bit. He really came on at the end of the season. He struggled a little bit at the beginning, but in the end of the season, he really came on. And he'll continue being our number 2 most likely. Left tackle, we're going to work on the agility with him. We'll probably get it to 85 like we just did, but then just try to bump everything else up to that point. We just did open up a new ability slot, so let's go ahead and take a look at what that is. We're gonna go ahead and do this for the left tackle. We're gonna try to put that on. I'd love to open this up though. So Lance Samuel is a back. He's an elusive back. He'd be a good backup or something, but he'll never start for us. We're gonna go ahead and just give one more receiving back, get him up to a 70, but he'll never really be anything of any significance on my team, most likely, especially with a normal rate. And all these players, we're going to upgrade them. None of these guys are going to really mean anything on our team, most likely. Let's go ahead and see the mock draft for, see who they have us drafting. This Jamie Almod, whatever, the Rams are getting, he is going to be very good. So, he's not going to drop to us or anything like that. We don't need it, but I just know in looking at the players, he's going to be fantastic. Kelvin Coates as a quarterback is probably going to be very good. Let's see. Jalen Lamb is going to be excellent. I just don't need him. I think he's one of my favorite speed rushers in the draft. We just don't need him. To be quite frank, we don't need him. Even if he drops us, I don't think we'll pick him. In fact, we might look to trade down, to be quite frank. I'm trying to look at the player that I want. I mean, I don't even know who we'll get in the first round, to be quite frank, because the player I want, we could probably wait till the second round. But we'll have to take a look at that. That may change as we deep dive into our rosters. CJ Stroud, retired. Abdul Carter. He actually had a good game against us. Dobson. Wow. He's an animal to go against every year. I'm glad he's retiring. Malachi Starks. James Pierce. Beast, man. Beast. Drake May. Definitely good in the game. I'm trying to see if there's any, like, Antonio Andrews. Evan Rainier. These two guys, we had both these on our team. Dominating left tackle, dominating defensive tackle. Retiring. Savania. Josh Cornerly. This is how far we are in our seasons. Mason Graham, retired. Wow. We're really far. You know, I'm looking at these years. I may have simulated 2 years. I don't think I did. I may have simulated 2 seasons. Jalen Carter. Anyway, we're looking pretty deep into this. Easton Ryan seems familiar. Is he a linebacker? Will linebacker. He used to be He used to be our will linebacker, too. Awesome. Cool. Good to see some of these players having some long careers that we had. We already looked at this, didn't we? Let's go ahead and look at the coaching carousel. It's like we're keeping everyone. I am fine with that. I don't know why job security would be bad. Doesn't make too much sense. We haven't opened up a lot of abilities for him. Maybe that's why. But we don't need to. So, I mean, we have a lot of people favorited here. Yeah, we were really looking for edges until Elliott stepped up. So, may get a strong safety if I really like one of these two, just because I know Paxton's going to be up to sign, and Agnew played okay this year, but Paxton played really good. So it might be one of those things where we may have Agnew kind of dangling out there, if you know what I'm saying. So I really like Paxton a lot. I like Agnew too, but Paxton really seems like he fits in our defense very well. Both of them do, but we'll see how that goes. But we'll go through all that after. Let's go ahead and fill staff. I know I'm rambling a little bit. I'm just chilling, to be honest. You know, if you don't want to hear it, just kind of fast forward to the draft or whatever. Let's see. One player ready to negotiate. I mean, we're going to sign him next year. Let's see his contract. I mean, I don't know what... I mean, it's probably going to be 20, 30 mil. You know, we're probably going to sign him, so I'm not really concerned about... I'm not concerned about accepting his option. Now, going for a deep threat receiver might not be the worst thing in the world. It may not, in the draft, it may not be the worst thing in the world. I'm not saying I'm trading him. My plan is to keep him, but I don't want to sit and... in this game, you can't sign every good player you have. You just can't. You just can't do it. Obviously, Darian Knox has been cheaper this year and next year than he has been lately, just because the last 2 years of his contract are less. They're about $43-45 million when they were like 100. But at the same time, we're going to have to either re-sign him or sign a full-time quarterback. And we've always got to expect at probably $80 million a year going to a quarterback. We have to expect that. So for us to sign, you know, 2 safeties and maybe 3 safeties and also our receivers, we can't do that. We're going to need to set money aside. So we'll see how much he costs. I'm not going to accept his option. I mean, I don't know. It may not be the worst thing in the world, to be honest. So we do have Darian Knox this year. But we really won't have to sign anybody till the year after. I generally don't accept options. You know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not accepting an option. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to reject the option. Yep. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, he's going to be look how expensive he is. So 162 mil over 5 years. So to be quite frank, we may be looking at a deep threat receiver in this draft. He may sit for a year, and then Mackey may have to go somewhere else. I don't believe in signing receivers for huge contracts unless you're just a shepherd type, or you're just a dynamic catch goblin. I can fit other receivers around that. So that's really expensive. 160 over 5. That's what, $30 million a year. 30 something, almost 40 mil a year. That's too much for a receiver, in my opinion. As much as I like him, as good as he is, that's just too much. Anyway, we don't have to worry about that this particular year, except for maybe the draft. So we're going to mark that down. Deep threat receiver. I think there's some good deep threat receivers in the draft. deep threat. Put DT receiver. Yep. Yeah. So we're looking at deep threat receiver in the future. If we get a really good left tackle drop test, we may get that because I like my left tackle, but I'm not like crazy about my left tackle. So we're also going to put elusive running back. A deep threat receiver and elusive running back. So those are going to be kind of our future. Let's go ahead to stage 1. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get something real quick. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, everybody, I am back. I am back. So let's see. Combine results. Love to look at these. Love to look at these. To kind of see any surprises, anyone who looks like they're going to be good. So we're going to look at our favorites here. Lamb. Hey, a 4.56 40 for an end is very good. This shuttle is very good. So that means he's going to be quick. So he's probably going to be like an 85 speed, 90 acceleration, which is fantastic. Change of direction will probably be about an 80. His strength will probably be about a 78. Maybe an 80. I'm going to go through this kind of quick, to be honest. That's a good combo between 40 time and bench time. On the not great, he's kind of slow. Yeah, I mean he's I would say he's heads over everybody else. Lamb. Let's see. Strong safeties, I'm looking at. I like both these safeties. They're pretty quick. But I really kind of like McCain. McCain. Left edge. What was the name of the left edge for him? Lamb. He's going to be a like a Tangier. He's going to be that good. All right, so let's keep on moving on. I'm really kind of excited to show you the running back I really want to get. Williams. This is the guy right here that I think is going to be fucking awesome. So yeah. This guy's really fast career. Look at that. So Dunlap. Dunlap's very weak though. I really like Trey Williams. Oh, wow. He's a top 5 talent. Okay. So that might be worth the trading up for to get Williams. I think he's gonna be fucking awesome. And then what else? Receiver. Let's look at the receivers real quick. Oh, deep. Look at this guy. 4.25. Holy shit. He's going to be like a 97 speed, 96 speed, but like a 90 acceleration. Which is okay. Brody Mahoney. Huh. If we can get Mahoney and Williams, we'll be in really good shape. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to spend a ton of time with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our team real quick when it comes to our salaries and things like that. Remaining. So Scott, we could probably re-sign. Oh, he's going to want a lot of money. Dang, Felton's going to be expensive. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to trade Priester. I'm going to try to trade Priester, get in the top 5 draft, and pick up that running back. If I don't do that, I think I'm going to hurt the future of my franchise. Because Priester's only going to have one, maybe 2 years of decency left. He'll probably retire in 1 or 2 years. So, not that concerned about strong safety. I might sign him and trade Agnew if I can't keep both, but we'll see. I love Agnew, but I just think Paxton's pretty damn special. Felton, we're gonna have to sign. I mean, I don't know. This Williams guy, we may not need Felton, to be honest. McKee is gonna be overly expensive, so we're gonna have to draft a receiver. Kind of curious where that Mahoney guy's gonna go. Plus, we also remember we have Jackson. We have deep threat. So McKee, yeah, he was our leading receiver, but he's not like he's making or breaking our offense. Watkins will probably be within. Mic check. All right, we're good. Mike went out. Wheeler will be great to re-sign. He might be expensive. And he's also 27. So defensive tackle might not be bad to look at. Defensive tackle might not be bad to look at. Because we have plenty of picks. I think Elliott's he's not gonna be that expensive to sign, to be quite frank. He probably won't be too bad. I think we'll be kind of all right. Barnett's going to be expensive, but you always need to sign. You need to always have that kind of cornerstone corner, that corner you can build your defense around. And even if we don't sign him, to be honest, we still have 3 more corners that are fantastic. So we're not in bad shape. We may lose a couple players, but we're not in bad shape. We've set ourselves up pretty well. But Priester, we're going to trade Priester right now. We need to be in the top, I would say top 5. So we need to see, here we go. Let's see. Right tackle. Let's see what their running back situation looks like. They can use a running back. Let's throw that in there. So we get a first and second for him. Okay. We're gonna have a lot of second round picks. Holy shit. I'm throwing a 4th. So Priester's gone. We kind of knew that. I knew that. I was pretty sure that was going to happen with him. So, yeah, we're going to get our running back. Boom. We're going to get Williams. Again, congested. I apologize. So, let's see where that other receiver is going in the draft when it comes to... Oh, I can't look at where he was falling, could I? Can I? Let's look at our extra picks. Because if he is like the 3rd... If we only have... Let's see. We have the 5th and the 13th. We can get the receiver and we can get the running back. We can absolutely do that with no problem. Let's look at the defensive tackles again. See if there's anybody that's like, holy shit. He's a speed rusher. We've got him marked as day 3, which would be like probably round 3 for us, to be honest. So those are our needs. Cool. So let's go ahead and continue moving on. Stage 3. Stage 2, I should say. And when it comes to Darian Knox, he's going to be our starter this year. He's going to be our starter this year. So we have $14.5 million salary cap, which is fantastic for our roster, to be honest. College Pro Day results. Look at our favorites, it's fine. Let's look at our running back here. We saw all this. We saw all this. So I'm not overly concerned with that. Mock draft 5. They still have us getting Jalen Lamb. We're not getting Jalen Lamb. I wonder where that one receiver was going to go. What was his name? Mahoney? I wonder if it'd be worth the trade back. let's see about in the top 15 who's going to be there. They got Trey Williams going 15. He's not going 15. We're just have to play it by ear, man, to be honest. When do they have him going? 15? Trey Williams. We could actually probably get him at 13. What do they have going? I mean, Lamar Black. Let's look at him. I don't like that play recognition. I don't like that at all. I mean, Taylor Burton might be something to look at. See Coates. He looks pretty good. How big is he? We did trade up to get the running back, so we'll probably pick the running back. I don't know, we'll see. "38 reps is pretty good. He's like more of like a McQueen. He's kind of a McQueen-ish. Yeah, he's not strong enough. Coates. Boone might be a way to go. Let's get into it. I'm just curious what free agents are available. He used to be our tackle, our defensive tackle. All right, anyway, let's advance. I'm kind of wasting time here. Go to the draft. Start drafting. Let's go.
Welcome.
Like I said, this year we don't need a ton. It's more about salary cap management. Those things. So let's see who's available. I think that McPherson was the guy I kind of like better anyway. Kind of like McPherson a lot. Let's see Chamberlain. Yeah. Nope. Not worth that pick. Let's see. Let's view his player card. 44 reps. Finesse. Power. Impact. Got terrible injury though. Kind of sucks. Let's take a look at Williams. Yeah, you got good stamina. Let's take a look at that receiver. He could probably be next, to be honest. Terrible route runner, though. He's just not a good route runner. We're going to go ahead and get the running back. That's what we drafted. That's what we traded to get. We traded up for him. We're getting him. We can also get best available. We don't have to just go get a deep threat receiver. I am a little intrigued with him, though. There's our new elusive running back. Yep. Great juke move. An elusive spin move. Love it. It's faster than Priester. Love it. This pick's going to be a little bit funky because most likely what we need is not going to be here. So it may be like best player available. I like Connor McPherson, man. I think he's worth waiting for, this guy, to be honest. Let me see, is there more deep threats? There's no deep threats. That's the problem. I wonder if we could wait to the second round for him. Let's see defensive tackles. Nose tackle, 305. I do like him. So let's see. A. Graham, second round. See the corners. I don't like him. Stamina injury is terrible. We're picking McPherson. We're going to groom him to be our quarterback. Him or McHugh. We're going to try to get that one receiver. And then we're going to try to get Graham, maybe. So far, first two picks are very good. This music's kind of a vibe, though. That's why I'm slow right now. Okay. Pick our player. Let's see if that receiver's available. Mahoney's available. Pick a Mahoney. And we're gonna see if Graham is there. We may look to see if McCain is there as well. Okay. He's a big-time playmaker. That's fine with me. So Aaron Graham was just chosen. Let's see where we're at here. Is Jalen Lamb still there? He was supposed to go in the first round. I'm curious to pick him just to see what's going on. Play recognition. Oh my gosh, I don't know if he'd be worth picking. All right, so Argon, was Argon the one that we were looking at? Yeah, he was the one we were looking at. Rounds 2 to 3, nose tackle. Emilio Santos. Emilio Santos might be worth taking a flyer on. Let's look at that strong safety real quick. What was his name? Pat McCain. Dang it. Not worth picking yet. Huh. I can't believe he's still there. Let's look at some of these receivers. Let's look at Sykes. Ugh. not a bad route runner. I mean, let's see his player card. Some rough pickings, to be honest. Some rough pickings, to be quite frank. Weak. It's too weak. Too weak. You guys are weak. Let's see corners. Galloway, 3 to 4. They're all shit. All right. Okay. Three to 4. This is interesting, huh? I mean, this is kind of funny to me. I'm going to get Sykes. I know he's terrible. Needs to work on simple, exceptional body control, fight your revenge. Trying to get him. I don't know who else to get. He looks like the best pick right now. A lot of third-round talent out there. He may be pretty low in the totem pole, to be honest, in our draft, in our receiver room. Oh. Okay. Spectacular catches, all right. Make our selection. Let's see Brink, he's still out there. He looks decent. He actually looks half decent, to be honest. He looks half decent. Not on my radar, but he looks half decent. May just go get McCain, to be honest. See how many more picks we have. And I'd like to get that one defensive lineman in the third round. Boom. Okay, somebody can sit him on our bench and just kind of, let's see. We picked 3. We've done 3 second-round picks. 1, 2, 3. It's like we have 2 more second-round picks and a third. Yeah, 2 more second-round picks. So let's continue on. May just get McCain and that one defensive lineman we like. Let's get McCain. Next defensive lineman, I think, was Aragon. The defensive lineman we were looking at. Yeah. And then we'll probably just pick up a long snapper or something. I don't know. We overdrafted this guy, but I don't think there's. I mean, there's nothing else really we could be getting again. Let's see. No, he's not even that strong. All right. I think it's our last pick, right? Let's see the best players available. It looks pretty good. You know what? He'll be worth the pick. I think it'd be worth the pick. Wasn't even looking for one. Let me see. I think that's it. Let's see. I think that is it. Probably need a long snapper, but whatever, we can sign one. So let's see. Let's see what we got. This is gonna be gravy, players. Really, what it is. Obviously not the running back. He's gonna start straight up. That receiver could be our deep threat, our future deep threat. I think everyone else is kind of, if they work, they work. If they don't, they don't, kind of thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the draft recap. Beautiful. Worth trading up for. Wow, we had a good draft. All the way down to McCain. They say this guy's slow. He's not that slow. O'Donnell's slower than him. A little weak, to be honest. Let's see his tackling and stuff. Play recognition is definitely solid. Tackling's decent. It's not the biggest tackler. Decent pursuit. Decent in zone. I mean, probably not going to be anything more than a special teams player. Could wind up being something. But let's take a look at this running back, man. Let's take a look at 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 88 agility, 75 strength, which is very good, especially for an elusive back. 83 carrying, change of directions, pretty damn good. Like to see that close. I would like to see it 90 or over, but 89 I think is fine. Juke moves, spin moves, very nice. Stiff arm break tackling, trucking. He's right there. He's right there what we need. He's right there what we need. Connor McPherson. Let's see the future of our quarterbacking. Let's see. Let's see. Throwing power is a 96. I think McHugh is the same thing. All his accuracies are in the 80s, which means those are going to go up really fast. Let's see his injury and stuff. Personality's at 90. Solid. He's a solid player. He could step in and be our quarterback. Let's see you. Whoa. 99 speed. Okay. Let's get this guy leveled up. Let's get his route running working. Let's work with his route running, his hands. Yes, oh my god. Okay, this guy's very fast. Change it. Wow, his speed attributes are unbelievable. Let's see. We're gonna have to get him some. Yeah, we're gonna have to put him in some packages, 100%. Catch in traffic, spectacular catch, short route running. His route running is gonna have to get better. He reminds me of a faster version of Jackson. Jackson's kind of like this. His release isn't terrible. Okay. Decent durability. Okay, cool. That's right. We got another receiver. So this guy's actually, I like him because he's a physical receiver and he's pretty fast. Agility, strength. Let's see. Change of direction. Not bad for a physical receiver. I would say anything over 85 is pretty good. Let's see his catching. Spectacular catching. He's really good. He'll be really good in the red zone. Short route running. Medium route. He needs to get his route running up a little bit. Okay. Yep. He'll be good. He's going to be like Hitchens. He's going to be like a Hitchens. This guy's interesting. He was not on my radar one bit. Let's see how good he is. Speed and acceleration, very good for that position. Strength, that's actually solid for a speed rusher. Not great. Let's see. Play recognition can be worked on. Tackling is okay. Power block shedding needs to be worked on. He's straight finesse. He is straight finesse. That's all he is, nothing else. McCain. This is a guy that can maybe step in if Agnew or Paxton don't work out. 92 speed, that's about the speed we're looking for. All of our safeties. Acceleration's good. Strength is solid for a strong safety, 100%. Change of direction, solid. Let's see. Look at his tackling. 73 hit power. Not the biggest tackler in the world, to be honest. Let's see. Good coverage. He would almost work out better as a free safety, to be honest. So yeah, he looks like he's actually going to be a good player. And then Aragon. Our worst pick. They probably won't amount to much. Anyway, I'm going to mess with these players. I don't know if we'll really make any moves, to be honest. Agnew or Paxton, maybe. We'll look at it. I always surprise myself with some of the moves I make. I think we have two quarterbacks on our roster that can very, very well be the future of our team. Knox is going to be our quarterback next year. But then moving on, we'll see. But yeah, I thought we had a solid draft. We have that 99 speed receiver. If he can make plays, he can really help us out, I think. That's good. I mean, we're going to have a very fast receiving core now. And then that running back, I think he's going to step in and be a premier elite running back, taking over for Priester. So Priester's the GOAT, but you can't use emotion in these situations. You got to just move forward, do what's best for the team. And I think as of right now, Trey Williams is going to be best for the team because Belton is probably going to be our number one back, and we're going to sign him Probably have to back up the Brinks truck for him, but I think it'll be worth it. So anyway, we have a lot of very good options. Very happy about that, and probably dragged us on a little bit, but that cool smooth music got me chilling. And I'll see you game one.